Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Okay, so now I am going to continue my Siberia, the world before playthrough. So this is one of those rare occasions where I perfectly remember where I left off from the last session. So I know that I just fixed the piano, and so I have to go back to the music academy to get Dana's file.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks. At last!
At last, but it's not gonna be that easy. You're still gonna have some more questions.
Oh, no address here. Oh, this is definitely Dana's file. Now, the address. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein.
Kate and Dana remind me of someone. Two different actresses, but I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember. No side quests, so and I think I've explored all that I could in this area, so I'm just gonna go straight back to the tram. Handcuff.
Hmm. Looks like this district has been more modernized than the antique shop district.
Brücke der Nebel. Dana's old house. Can I go to other places? Mm, yeah, no. Just travel here. Vaghen Baden. Okay. As usual, I'm gonna wait for the no for the like footage to loop around, if you can call it a footage. Okay, so that's done.
I say, this is a very unpleasant way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise I'll let you out as soon as possible, okay?
Kate should bring Oscar out when she's in the tram. Doesn't take up a lot of space anyway. Bridge of the Mists, autumn 2005.
Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20.
Wait, there should be some new entries on her journal. And also, I'm going to double check the document. Hmm,
20 Bridge of Mists.
okay.
Dana's address in the 30s.
You didn't even bother opening it, but yeah. Okay, uh, which is the last page? I think this is the last page that I read, so I'm gonna start here. I was able to visit the Vaghen Music Academy thanks to the lead that Lenny, the manageress of the refuge, gave me. The various testimonies I've gathered concord in showing that Miss Walker hasn't lost her habit of bending the law when it suits her. She apparently broke into a cafe on the musical square. Then, ignoring the municipal ban, she activated the automaton musician. Even more interesting is that the witnesses unanimously agreed that the melody performed by the automatons provoked a marked reaction in Kate Walker. After scratching a bit deeper, I now have the 32 spelling, which is nice. So I played on Kate Walker's late mother's music box, the very one that you sent Kate and then mine. Strange coincidence, right? Maybe pity I don't believe in coincidences though. For once to the childhood house of Dana Rose. That's the woman she's been searching for. I shall get along there without delay. Okay. Hmm. So, uh, I'll go down these stairs. I think it's just gonna be connected to
The
the same
bridge is
street.
exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s, except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated.
Yeah, it just leads to the same place, so uh, it's useless to go back up and check the other staircase. Gotta say, the area so far look a lot better than the previous games, of course, but they're not as big as some of the areas in Siberia 3. Dreitzen, 14. Can I go across? Yes. Yeah, so it should be here. But I'll stay on this side because these are the odd numbers, so it the apartment won't be here. So I won't skip anything. Find out the latest news of Vaghen.
One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vaghen. Whoa! That's one shrill version of the hymn of Vaghen. One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vaghen.
Made in Gensan. I thought it was gonna dispense some newspapers, but yeah. Zitzen. Wait, I don't want to accidentally. So this is up 18.
Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
There the V is Y, I think. I know Varum is Y. V is how. Was Max do? Yeah, was is what? An Einwohner und Händler Hagens. Wir leben in unserer Brücke der Nebel. Von außen wie von innen. Wir la Bridge. So I'm brushing up on my German. That's why I take the time to, or at least I try to read the letters a little bit, but I barely understand anything. Wir die Unterzeichner das Rettungskomitee der Brücke der Wieder something, the something committee of the Bridge of Peace protestieren hiermit gegen das Vorhaben des Stadtrats in eine Museumsstadt zu verwandeln. Protest something das wie es dazu kommt, der Streit gibt. But it's small and it's hurting my eyes to read, so I'm gonna give up there. The undersigned bridge of our community hereby presents the council plans to turn Vaghen into museum then. Okay. How are they doing this by granting public funding uniquely for fixing? Why should we all care? Because bridge district property having to live in insalubrious conditions. Did I pronounce that correctly? And this despite repeated abuse on assets of fair. But the council continued their unfair policy to root Simino bridge district. There nothing but pretty facades. Hollow shells and cheap souvenir shops. What to do next? To maintain our community spirit quality. Excuse me. Okay, so that didn't cross off this side quest, so there should be something else. This is 18.
A book about Vaghen's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
Okay, I have to make I have to take a mental note of that. 16. I saw it was 18. I don't know why I still looked at it. This should be 20, but let's just inspect it for now.
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere. A gift shop.
I might trigger something, so I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm not gonna click on that. In liefdevolle gedenken aan alle die in jene schreckliche Nacht ihr Leben verloren. In in loving memory. I just don't know how volume connects. Gede- So, Ackerman, yes, Jessica. It's probably gonna be important later.
Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it? Better try something else. No.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I think this is the important part. Gonna see if this might be Rose Dana, but we won't know until
Some of the
later.
names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
Sturmwarner, Stormwarning. Dann alle Einwohner fahren heute Abend, this night, evening and night, wird ein schwerer Sturm über die Stadt hinwegziehen. Zu Hause zu bleiben. Fensters, Window und Türen fest verschlossen. So I think close zu halten, die Pläne des Hauses zu verlassen, zu verschieben. Such a something. Remember to remain in home with the shutters firmly shut.
Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dan.
22. Hmm.
There's number 20. Dana's old house.
Still pisses me off that I missed wait, I missed another side quest. Question the director about the main square before playing the piano. I didn't notice. At least it's not the only one I missed anymore. So I guess if I miss anything else, it wouldn't hurt as much, or it wouldn't bother me as much anymore because I've missed a couple already. Okay, and to go off on a completely unrelated tangent,
Can't leave now. There are still things to do here.
I've all no, not always, but like at some point I thought it was dumb that Batman and a lot of DC superheroes don't kill their enemies because a lot of their enemies or a lot of the problems would be solved by killing their enemies, especially the really dangerous ones capable of like world enders and above. But like let's say for the uh, just in the case of Batman, where the enemies don't really like the stakes aren't that high for a lot of the time, except for the Joker. But anyway, I can't remember. I think it was in some manga that I read where I like the hero said something that made me think, and that it um like that made me accept that it is reasonable that Batman doesn't kill because if I can't remember the exact conversation, but the point is if uh, Batman kills at least once, then it's gonna be like subconsciously or at the back of his mind. It will start going to be it will start being an option, and so he might reason out instead of exerting all of his effort on non-lethal solutions, he might just like reason out that yeah, killing someone is or the villain deserves to die, or it's easier to kill the villain, and he might do it more frequently than he should, like without exerting all options or without giving it a lot of thought than he would if he hasn't killed anyone yet. Like when like if he hasn't gone down that path yet. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm really sorry. It's hard for me to like to convey my thoughts in English. But yeah, so I just remembered because of what happened. So I was trying to complete everything with the checklists, and then I missed one, and it really like pissed me off because there was just like one X uh in the checklist. And now that there's a couple, and it's easier for me to accept that. Uh, yeah, it's easier for me to accept anything that I might miss going forward. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Guten Tag, Fraulein.
All our gifts are handmade by craftsmen in Vaghen. Made in Vaghen.
Excuse me. This would be the...
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Well, not the worst place, but this is a bad place to set Oscar free in. He might go berserk again and break a lot of stuff.
On holiday in the region, Fraulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service.
And English.
I noticed you were looking at a souvenir, Fraulein.
Yes, you have a wonderful choice here, Frau Heigl. Your shop is beautiful.
Thank you. All our souvenirs here are pieces of craftsmanship, as we like to say. All by local craftsmen. Do you wish to buy the souvenir, Fraulein?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No, my husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events.
That's how they
And
got
then
the
the
paint.
neighbourhood was bombed. Just after the war, during the liberation.
That's how the painting
And
ended up
many of the houses were damaged, including this one.
in the ruin.
They were hastily
in
renovated
the ruin
after
train.
the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Vaghen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly.
Just 1 year.
A few months after Austria and Ostertol were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against Vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Rozes.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fräulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fräulein, I have a customer.
You're gonna
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the
gonna
shopkeeper,
break in
Kate Walker.
again.
How are you going to access the upper floors now?
She's
I
gonna
don't know,
break in
Oscar.
again.
By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
Being creative. That's what you call breaking in. That's what Kate calls breaking in. Being creative.
It's right in Frau Heigel's line of vision, too. I'm gonna have to draw her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors.
Sorry, but you'll have to wait your turn, Fräulein.
If I could manage to draw Frau Heigel this way, I'd be able to get through the service door and to the staircase without her noticing. But how?
Maybe this one. she's she's so awkward. It's obvious, or at least it should be obvious.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir.
Mhm.
Oh, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana? It was a challenge for you to access the stairway, Kate Walker. I suggest you finish what you have to do upstairs before you go back down.
Couple of doors. I guess I'll check this floor first. Hopefully, I don't pick the correct door and I can still inspect the upstairs. Does this lead to the same hallway? Oh no, it's... Wait. It goes to a different room. But is there anything here that's a spec?
This is where Frau Heigel must take her breaks.
Anything of importance? A photo. So it's the origin team, I think. But Leon is not here. Just a couple of the guys. I think this is Yunta. And these two are part of the team. This is Lani.
In remembrance of the eternal bond between the Roses and the Zimmers. Signed, Adam Z.
Roses and the Zimmers. Okay. No, I think this these are these Kate's parents? I don't know. But I think they are because it's the Roses and the Zimmers. It's the parents of Lenny and Dana, I think. Mm, mm, nothing else. There's nothing else.
It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop.
I think that's it. Let's go to the other room.
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Vaghen.
May 1945. Okay, so there's still. So this is second floor in Europe, third floor in the US. Broken mirror. Wait,
Nothing of interest in here.
oh hey Tokyo. Nice to see you too.
A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up. Just what I needed.
Uh, did you already start the game? And if you've already started playing, are you farther along than I am? Okay, so yeah, Dana's
A family
parents.
portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
Okay, there's nothing else here. I think I need to go upstairs. And maybe I can push something up there that'll crash down here.
Just what I needed.
But I don't. No, actually, I don't think that's what I need to do. Because that's gonna destroy the store. And Kate's done a lot of illegal things, but she doesn't really destroy other people's houses.
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. Nothing of interest in here. Just what I needed.
So, do I need to go back down to the first floor? I I didn't notice that. I'll check that again once I go back upstairs. I think it's around here.
Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north.
So Kate's an expert in lighting and the direction of located attic room faces north.
That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
The walled up section.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does.
Traveler
And if we're
stops
lucky,
searching.
the room
What?
might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Heigl, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see.
She's also a pretty good piano player. But they did provide some how do you put it? Not clue. Uh shoot, I forgot the term. But they put in something in the story uh, to explain why Kate can play the piano. No, she puts Oscar inside her bag. I mean, she could put Oscar over one of her shoulders. Oscar's not that heavy. A couple of kids were using Oscar as a ball. They were throwing him around playing catch. That's how you found. That's actually where you found Oscar after Oscar escaped the first time. So he's really not that heavy. Where to be human head in a bowl? Yeah, he already figured out how to control the armadillo body.
It's been bricked up, most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of.
Hmm, think I might have to enter it from outside. The question is, can I go out without Frau Heigl noticing? I'm recording it. I'm recording the game, so I'm just gonna check the recording later.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
Okay, let's. It's facing north, but I don't know where north is. Okay. So we're gonna go up the emergency staircase.
Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Okay, walk up.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase. Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down.
Kate should parkour. There was a ledge here, then she can climb up these pipes. Then like grab onto these railings and then yeah, she'll be able to access this part of the staircase.
Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder.
Maybe you can have Oscar. But yeah, no, Oscar probably can't operate anything. He doesn't have any, or it's gonna be hard. Doesn't have any fingers.
That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
Oh, there's an option. What do you think, Tokyo? Should we go with Oscar or Kate?
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Okay, I can't move. I can't move
Help!
on
I believe I am stuck here.
between Kate and Oscar. So press L and L on this display.
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to. Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way. And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
Can I switch to Kate? I want to see what Oscar looks like when he's climbing. But I can't switch to Kate.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear.
You're
Now,
made of
Miss
metal.
Pigeon. Madam Pigeon, then. I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker,
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon?
Better try something else. That doesn't work.
I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
Kate Walker.
Sorry, Oscar.
Made our point, I guess. Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
Okay. That's a bit disorienting. Thank you, Oscar.
Locked, of course.
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Borelberg could see me now,
2,
how...
3.
Oscar is multi-purpose now.
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton.
Ooh.
Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after she left the refuge. I'm sure there's more stuff to find in here. There must be. No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room.
Exploring time.
A part's missing.
Junta had more than I thought. Write myself reminders. Als ik gedachte. Oh yeah, it's Dana's certificate,
It's from the Music Academy.
diploma.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
It's probably important, or might be important for later. Maybe there's a puzzle here. Yeah. But I'll get to that later. I'm going to inspect all the rest first. Come on.
There's something underneath. Can't reach it. Can't be that heavy. That's better.
Wenn ich darüber nachdenke, Einfluss auf mich. Geraten hat. Okay, and what's this symbol?
The room was ransacked and pillaged.
Oh yeah, the
During
brown
a pogrom
shadow.
of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day.
Oh, the mirrors actually work. The mirror is mirroring.
I'm sure there's more for me to do here.
Wait, I need to check the diploma again.
Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma.
Can't make out this symbol, but gonna take a photo. Make things easier. So this one is... Wait. Is there a difference between these two? I can't make out the second symbol.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
No, the document under the bed. It doesn't really say
It
anything.
won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Yeah, no. I get it, I get it. So this should be here.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
I'm pretty bad at it, visualizing. So if I need a reference, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. No, no, no. So it's supposed to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's supposed to be here. So whatever's in here, I need to 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to move it 4 spaces up. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It won't open.
Ah, wait, no,
I'm pretty sure
it
I've collected all the clues
moves.
I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
I thought this was fixed here, but it moves. So I need to put all of those here. I'm gonna move things one by one. Wait, no, I think I figured it out. Um, I'm gonna have to take a photo of this also. I think I got it. Just need to print screen. Hmm, I think I can see enough of the photo so that I can just use the snipping tool. And then I don't have to save the files. I can just have one open on Paint and one on the snipping tool. So, the second symbol, I'll need to figure it out using the gear, the drawing of the gears. But the other four, it's pretty straightforward. It's this and this, but there are two of these symbols, so I'm gonna have to check how it looks on in the side. This note. Okay. I'm going to have to move. Try the other one. So it disappeared. So this one is correct. Is there another? This should be gone. No, this isn't it. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, no, this is correct. Is there another symbol for that? It's probably this one. No. Oh wait, yeah, no, shoot, I forgot. I need to figure out the second column or the second symbol. So for the second symbol, this should disappear, this part. So I'm gonna have to check one by one. No. Um, actually, sh fuck. So this is the correct symbol, but I need to adjust something. No, it's not this. Probably not that also. Most likely this one. No, it's still wrong. Wait, I think this is it. This is correct. I just closed the paint and the snipping tool.
Thing's stuck.
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
Why? What happened? Were they caught? Baltayar Mountains, autumn 1937.
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger.
Okay, are we going to control Leon now? Yeah, it
Up
looks
we
like
get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out.
get search the camp before you leave.
All those books. Only Horst could cart about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. I should take my gear before going out. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with the letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition, it's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it.
1937 expeditions. Ryzen could also be travels before 1937. Die Krachten Jugend für die Welt. The world. What's Jugend? I don't know. Ryzen born before 1937. It's somewhere at the average. The Sommer auf something Hütte 1937 Edelweiss Mountain Refuge. Fortschritte. Vision zum Ursprung. Jetzt Message 37. If only my hand could write what holds my heart. Baltayar.
I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste.
Faust. A tragedy. Blah blah blah.
Goethe's Faust. One of Junta's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him.
Did I miss anything?
All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. I should take my gear before going out.
Search the camp before you leave. Okay, I'm worried that if I get all of my equipment, I won't be able to complete the search the camp before you leave. But I think it says the camp, not your tent, so there's probably other explorable areas outside. And the side quest won't disappear. biscuits.
These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. No chance of me venturing into the mountain without that. Better get going before.
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
It's a German. Or not German, but like similar bloody.
The day's only just bloody breaking.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right, all right. I'm not your enemy, you know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the Brown Shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Gorun. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Where can I find the combination? Excuse me. Where's your canteen? Or gourd?
Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet.
Just looks like a very hairy old man. Gertrude. Okay, maybe this is it. 4837. I'm gonna try that.
This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night. Bauer's daughter. I sometimes forget I'm not the only one who left behind someone dear back across the mountains.
4837.
mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it.
Let's try 8-4. Maybe it goes by month and year. Or 1937. Maybe 0408. Yeah, it's just the day and the month.
Bauer, are you little...
You're like breaking in and that's private property of one of your. Okay, so they're blaming you. Okay, so you shouldn't be as conscious, or you shouldn't be as guilt-ridden, like snooping around.
All shipshape. Typical Bauer.
I mean, you should at least close it to make it, yeah, like to hide that you accessed it without him knowing.
There's nothing more to do here, I guess. I should leave the camp now. But you'll have it coming, Bauer.
You messed up his tent, and he's just sitting there.
Where on earth can the bloody creature be holed up?
I know it's Berger, not Bauer.
I hope you're not thinking of going inside my tent, Kobatis.
Better get going. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there? Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here. What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's name is that?
Okay. So I'm starting to feel a little bit, just a little bit sleepy.
Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go room. Yes, it's a go room. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path.
It just
Hurry,
looks
we
like
must
a
go fetch the
monkey,
others.
like a normal
You go.
monkey.
He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you. Current's too strong to swim across. Better find another way.
But a very big ass monkey.
The trunk isn't very thick.
But wouldn't that make a sound and startle the monkey?
Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking. Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to look at your wound.
So from mammoths to Bigfoots.
What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
I want to give him the machete. The machete. I just want to see what's gonna happen, but 2 minutes 33 seconds. Yeah, yeah. I know hardtack is the like most reasonable option, but I kind of want to see what happens if I choose. Oh,
Bad idea.
okay.
There you go. Good boy. It's all right. Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella. Good boy. Eat up, fella.
Show him that you're eating so that he'll he'll know what to do with it.
It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella. If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes? It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better.
Come on, it's not like he
Hold on.
understands you.
I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, keep talking. He understands.
There's 2 bits of driftwood washed up there. They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp. With this, I'll be able to venture out for as long as it takes to find Sour. I need to find something to make a splint for the Gorun. The Gorun might become anxious if I leave now. There must be something around here I can use to take care of him.
Yeah, they'll take care of the wound and they'll most likely capture it.
They should do fine to hold the Gorun splint together.
Maybe that's maybe that's why Leon wrote a letter that says they won't be able to leave. Maybe the whole tribe of Goruns will come looking for that one, and then they're gonna capture you. they'll pull off
Here we go, fella.
an Uno reverse.
This is going to singlet. There, wasn't so bad, was it? Now we just need to find a way to get you back across. Hey, did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh?
I think I'll just finish Leon's part.
Now we just have to wait for the others.
Oh, I didn't notice. I could continue.
Huh? Ah, you want another biscuit? You learn quick. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
I mean, the gaps are so big. The Goran can just
What is wrong with it?
like
Fruit.
go through
Have
the
some
gaps.
fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it.
Oh yeah, like I said,
What's that?
it's the Uno reverse card. But it's not a tribe like I said earlier. I think it's just the parents.
Pass me the rifle.
Must be the Gorn's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? You mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her, Burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No!
Okay, so it didn't. No. I was wrong. I thought that a whole bunch of them are gonna appear.
Sorry about that, Burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhardt, you all right?
But he's killed Burger.
It was an accident.
Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Gorin, sir. So I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
What's that saying about a good man and something? Like
My
something
head.
about a good man in a cruel world. Oh, wait, no. I think it's no good deed goes unpunished. But something like, yeah, something like no good deed goes unpunished.
Looks like they're busy. Probably discussing what to do with me. If I can just loosen these ties, I'll be able to slip away without them noticing. Oh dear Lord. Burger. I'm sorry. I never meant to... That stone looks sharp enough. If I can reach it, maybe I can cut myself free.
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what? So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like. Always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Highland painter.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.